Welcome back, folks. We are joined by Andy Atkinson. She is the Director of Marketing and Public Relations for Marine Military Academy. Thank you so much for joining us today, Andy.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about the Academy itself. Now, it's located in Harlingen.
Absolutely.
So tell us what you all do there.
Sure. Marine Military Academy is a boarding school for boys in grades 8 through 12.
Okay.
And it's the only private school in the world based on the traditions and values of the United States Marine Corps.
Wow.
And our boys come from all over the country and all over the world.
Right.
It's a fabulous program we have. A lot of people think that it's to prepare boys for the military, but actually it's to prepare boys for college. That is our mission, to get them ready for college. It's the skills they learn through the military program, organization, focus, all of those, time management, everything they learn at MMA makes them sharper students, and we do a really good job with them. I'm very proud to work there.
Wow, that's amazing. And so how do you all find the students? Do they come to you, or is it like a recruitment process? I mean, it's very interesting that right in Harlingen there's, this
Absolutely. We have school, and you will meet boys from literally all over the world there.
Wow.
Most of them find us through the internet, because the internet is a great tool for marketing, so most people find us that way. However, we also have a lot of word of mouth. There are people who have MMA is already over 50 years old.
Wow.
So some of our alumni send their boys there, or someone graduated from there and they refer boys to us. So, it's a little bit of both. They find us and people hear about us.
Wow, that's great. And so it is a boarding school now. Do you have a lot of time where kids are scared to be away from home, and if they're in a different country, it's got to be...
No, they adapt pretty quickly.
Really? Wow.
Kids are very resilient, and they adapt very quickly, so actually it works out pretty well. And they grow up pretty quick. They mature, should I say, very quickly. So, and actually it's funny, because the younger they come, the better off they are.
Really?
They assimilate a lot faster to the program.
Wow.
So yeah, they're pretty resilient.
That's great. Now let's talk a little bit, I know with Miss, and people think about boarding school, and it's scary, and it's it's very strict, and of course you follow the rules, of course. But it's not a scary boarding school.
It's not a scary boarding school, no. Yeah, anytime people say the word military, yes, there's structure, and yes, we teach them self-discipline. However, our boys really, you can still have fun in school. You can still make lifelong friends, which is what our boys do.
Wow.
It's very different than in most schools. They really form that brotherhood, that bond of brotherhood there. And it's actually pretty special. And you can actually have fun too. If you ever see any of our videos,
Yeah, I was just watching the Halloween. I was just looking at the Facebook page.
Exactly. So it's not as scary as people think, and more importantly, it's really helping them become very respectable, honorable young men, very sharp young men.
Right, and so I'm sure when their families come to visit, or they get to see them, at graduation, they're just so proud of the men that they've become.
Absolutely.
Wow. And so do they tend to go off and serve in the military? Is that, I know it's not, you're not training them for that specifically.
Very few of them actually do serve in the military.
Wow, okay.
Most of them do go off to college. There are some who do go to the military. They serve there first, and then they become commissioned as officers.
Okay.
But the point being is most of them don't enlist. Most of them do go on to college.
Right, of course.
But you're going to see them actually. You've actually been to one of our parades.
Yes, I have been to one of your
parades. The Veterans Day Parade is coming up on Saturday, November 11th at 10 a.m. sharp.
10 a.m. sharp.
That's right. We start right on time. And you will see those boys, and it's magnificent to see them in the Veterans Day Parade.
Really?
They are so sharp. They look just, you wouldn't know them, you wouldn't know that they were students and not actual Marines. They perform so well. Our Veterans Day Parade is just awesome. And I know you've been to one of them.
Yes, of course.
And I think you've seen how many veterans actually turn out to it. Last year we had about 100 veterans turn out. And what's wonderful about that is that we actually honor them during the parade. At one point during the parade, we have a pass-in review, and they come up and stand up they go to the parade, they line up on the parade ground where our cadets can honor them. And I think that's the best part of the parade, because you see veterans of all generations. You see them from all branches, and you see them from all wars. And we even always have a few veterans from World War II.
Wow.
And that's a really, really big deal to us, because these men are in their 90s. And we may not have any more World War II veterans in 10 years, maybe even less. So the point is that it's fabulous to see all of our veterans who have served our country throughout all the years. It's magnificent. So I really encourage everyone, if you can, it's on a Saturday. Veterans Day is on a Saturday this year. Come on out to the MMA Parade Ground, and it starts at 10 a.m. And bring your lawn chair if you want to bring a lawn chair. Even though we have bleacher seating, you're always more than welcome to bring your own chairs if that's what you prefer, but just show up. We have all generations turn out. We have little Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, and that is the most touching thing to me, is when I see them shaking the hands of the veterans after the parade is over. So this is your opportunity just to say thanks and just to honor the men and women who have put their lives on the line for their country.
Exactly, and it's always so great. Now, when I attended last year, it was great because you saw families and young kids and grandfathers, grandmothers, you know, mothers, just the whole family coming on out to kind of celebrate and again thank the veterans for their service, for everything that they did. So it's a really great opportunity to go out, and I have been again, and I would recommend anyone to attend because it's great.
You were also there for the flag retirement ceremony.
Yes.
Now every year we basically have a flag retirement ceremony that follows the parade. So if you've never, if you were never a Boy Scout or Girl Scout, this is a perfect opportunity to see how it's properly done.
Yes.
The way you properly lay a flag to rest. And I think I saw you throwing a piece of cloth in the fire.
I did. I know. I was like, you know what? Let me participate too. So explain a little bit about what the flag retirement is. If somebody's kind of thinking, oh, what is that? I mean, maybe self-explanatory, the retirement of the flag.
Well, when the U.S. flag has become too tattered, too faded, you need to retire it. Out of respect for our country, out of respect for the flag, you retire it. And it's not really too respectful just to throw away a flag. You really want to retire it properly with respect. And so what you should do is there is actual ceremonies. Boy Scouts do this all the time. And for the most part, they basically cut the flag into strips, and you throw a big fire, and you properly place a strip of the flag into the fire and burn it. And that's basically a proper flag retirement ceremony.
And are these flags from there on the grounds, or are they from all over the valley?
People from all over the valley bring us our flag, bring their flags.
Really?
Because they don't want to throw them away in the trash, of course. So MMA is a very popular drop-off spot.
To retire their flag. That's great. Again, so let's go over details in case somebody's just tuning in.
Sure.
Where can they go for the Veterans Day Parade?
Sure. The Veterans Day Parade is Saturday, November 11th at 10 a.m. on the MMA Parade Ground. If you've never been to the MMA Parade Ground, it's right next to Valley International Airport in Harlingen.
Okay.
So you can't miss it. And the reason you can't miss it is because that big, magnificent statue, it's called the Iwo Jima Monument, is right there. You can't miss it. If you find the Iwo Jima Monument, you have found the MMA Parade Ground.
Perfect. And of course, any veterans that want to go out and attend, they can be honored that day.
Please. We encourage all veterans to attend.
Wow. And do they need to call ahead or anything, or just when they show up?
No, they just need to show up.
Well, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Andy, for coming in today and talking to us about this. It's going to be a great parade this year, and I'm excited to attend again.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Well, when we come back, Christmas has come early because St. Nick is here in just about a few minutes.